Wicked Modder here with a send-in proof video for Charles C. of Ohio. Charles, this is the console that you sent in for Xkey service. It is a 4 gig Corona, so we did have to temporarily RGH it, which basically means we RGH it and then revert it, because that's what allows us to collect the files that we need in order to do the Xkey. What you'll notice here at the rear of the console is that there's the little Xkey dongle that hangs out. There's a flat ribbon cable that runs inside to the credit card sized Xkey interior. I've got a USB device that I've got an ISO file loaded on here for demonstration purposes, so I'm just going to go ahead and insert that into the console, and then we'll power it up normally using the regular power button. No sort of delay on powering up the console because it is not glitched. It's a standard retail console, so it boots up just as quickly as a retail would. It takes a few moments once the console has booted up for it to index the USB drive, and that is the more ISO files you have loaded on there, the longer that would potentially take. So because that's only a 16 gig USB with a single ISO, basically happens immediately. So what we'll go ahead and do is hit the open tray automatically without anything else happening on the controller here. It goes to closing, and then you'll get that mixed media disk message. From there, what you'll want to do is right bumper over to apps, go into the picture viewer, and then to what the console believes is the current disk, and then finally go ahead and go into the USB, browse to your ISO, and then when you see eject to load, you got two options. You can physically hit the eject button there, or you can do what I like to do, which is go to the center guide, press Y to revert to the home, and then press Y again to eject it. When it ejects, it will load up that ISO file as if that disk was actually in the console, which is kind of the whole point of the Xkey. So you are now able to play that ISO file directly off a USB without ever having to burn it to a disk, and it operates exactly as if that disk was in the tray. So we can go ahead and hit play Darksiders 2. Which is a game I enjoy here, and spins right up and goes through the title sequence and all that sort of stuff just as if that disc was physically in the tray. Be sure to check out some of the videos that are linked on the Xkey page on the site as I walk through how to actually make use of the disk drive. But quick, it boils down to you have to power off the console and turn it on using the eject button to put the Xkey into bypass mode so that you can actually use the disk tray. So all that said, you can see that the console is playing this game off the USB just fine, so we'll go ahead and revert that to the desktop. There was a game disc taped to the underside of your console too. I just left that there. I'm not exactly sure what that was about, but anyway, thank you for your business. We'll get this thing packed up and it will head out your way tomorrow.